Nah, it's fine.
Is this the first
the only
compilation
reason
of all of
they
it?
want me to pay it back is because I'm a streamer.
Yeah, you should pay it back.
Because I didn't use my degree. So they're like, okay.
How much is it?
170K.
You should pay it back.
I don't want to.
Oh,
I mean, I did pay them 10K and then I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to pay anymore. Mom! Do you think it's a waste that I went to college?
That is a really good question. I spent a lot of money on that. And then you become a streamer.
Yeah, but I'm also helping.
That's a really good question. I don't know how to answer it.
But I'm paying you back for college.
Yes, that's right. That's unnecessary.
That's necessary?
Yeah, we're almost broke. Because you went to the college. Go to the expensive one, yeah.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Yes. Waste my money.
No, I'm paying you back though.
Oh, right. I forgot about
But
that.
Fish think fingers are food. Do you have fish?
good.
It's like finding a really good match, but then you find out she owes a ton of tuition to her parents in Nebraska.
She owes a ton of tuition to my parents.
Oh.
Oopsies.
Do you think that would be your best gift towards your dad or your parents? To pay back your tuition?
I'm never gonna pay it back though.
Wait, actually?
No, I don't want to.
But you could.
Yeah, but I'm not going
Wait, do you
to.
have student loans?
Yeah, student loans to my parents.
And you're making them pay it off?
No, like my parents paid and then they're like, pay us back for college, and I just like don't want to.
Okay.
But don't you think that would make them like really happy and proud?
No. They're fine.
Are you doing it kind of like almost out of spite because you're like, I don't want to because like I can, but I know that you guys don't need it?
Yes.
That's why you don't.
Yes, they don't need it. And I'm
you
like,
don't need it.
I'm just a bad daughter.
You are.
Apparently Jason the Ween gifted like his entire family like a Tesla or something. Like multiple Teslas.
Okay, Nick, when you have a kid, are you gonna pay for their college?
I mean, yeah.
And then do you expect your kid to pay it back?
They make a lot of money afterwards, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Why not?
I would pay, like, here's the thing.
First, yeah.
If I know that I owe my parents like 40,000, 43,569 and 50 cents, but I have that money more than that, like it's no problem to pay them back, and I know it makes them happy. I would like think of an idea to make them, you know, surprise them. I got you that.
Is my dad watching? Well, I give my parents gifts.
Yeah, but they don't need anything. They don't even want any gifts. It's more about the gesture than the gift.
But they like that I get them gifts, and I feel like that's good.
But didn't they ask you to pay them back and you said no?
The biggest gift
Yeah.
is them seeing you happy.
No, it's not.
But don't you think? I genuinely think it would make them incredibly happy if you just paid it back.
Bro,
Don't bro me. It's the truth.
I don't. Nah, it's fine. The only reason they want me to pay it back is because I'm a streamer.
Yeah, you should pay it back.
Because I didn't use my degree. So they're like, okay.
How much is it?
170K.
You should pay it back.
I don't want to.
Oh, you owe them 170?
Yes. I don't want to. I'll buy them like trips for Christmas and stuff.
That's definitely 170K.
And yeah. That's fine. I mean, I did pay them 10K and then I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to pay anymore.
To be fair, 170K. 170? Never mind, I changed my mind. I thought it's like 40K.
Okay, got the gist of this.
Swear, Jack, I'm not grandstanding it, okay? But as a child, there's not a lot of people that you're indebted to. There isn't. And if you can never pay back your debts to your parents, whatever, and doing anything they did to raise you, whatever, you can't. That's fine. A lot of people are not going to be rich, right? Not everybody's going to be millionaire, right? And people won't be able to pay the debt. It's not a real debt, but you can pay back if you want to, as in like gestures as you grow up, like visiting them, whatever. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But if you're rich, my opinion, you are indebted to your parents, absolutely 100%. Because without all the efforts, there's no you, right? So I think it's cool to give them a life that they worked for. Because if you give them.
And then I think Emily was crying because apparently she did give them money or something because Chad bullied her so hard. I think there's an argument to be made for paying your parents back if you hardcore bullied them for something and made some kind of agreement. You like demanded to go to like some Ivy League or some super private out-of-state school, and you really wanted to do that. But outside of that, your parents are not loaning you money. Your parents are your parents. They're doing things to set you up to be successful in life with the expectation that you do as well as you can to succeed as their child, not that you pay them back in the future. That's wild. I don't know why this idea that when your parents do things for you, it's like a loan. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of autistic, socially degenerated, barely English-speaking across all my chats right now saying she went to Columbia. That's not what I said. I didn't say, did she go to a private school? I never said that. I don't know if you can't understand English or if it's the autism that's like bubbling up. I said that if she hardcore bullied her parents to force them to send her to like an out-of-state private school, not just that she went to a private school, then that would be, then I could understand. And if they'd made like some agreement where she was like, I'll pay you back or something like that, then I could get it. But if your parents have a huge debt and you're extremely wealthy, even if the debt has nothing to do with you, isn't it still right to pay their debt off? Like how you paid off your parents' debts? I think it's nice to, but like, is it right to? Do you have an obligation to? I don't know. That's a hard one. I think you'd have to start factoring in a lot of things about like, I think you'd have to factor in a lot to figure out what the answer is there. Like, let's say theoretically your parent, let's say you have like one parent who like lives in the ghetto, or they're like, they live in like a trailer and their life is managed to become super successful and they like sacrificed everything in their life to do what they could for you. You can argue that there's like a stronger obligation there, sure. But if your parents are like decently wealthy, middle class, they're doing like okay or whatever, and they've got some debt and they, you know, took on some debt to send you to school, like, do you have an obligation? I don't think you have an obligation there. I think the income disparity between child and parent, I think matters a lot. And then like, I don't know, that just feels weird, but. Why did you pay off your parents' debt when they did nothing for you? So I would never say my parents did nothing for me. That's absolutely not true. Regardless of issues I might have had for one reason or another growing up, they sacrificed to put me through private school. They didn't have to. They would have sent me to public school. They felt like the private grade school and high school was important enough to get me in there. So, I mean, I appreciate that. I don't think my parents did nothing for me. That's not true at all. But also, I'm also rich, so I don't mind like paying off their debt. But I don't do that because I feel like I'm obligated to. And I don't think my parents have ever made me feel obligated to. I did it because I felt like, oh, like, hey, well, why not? Why wouldn't I help them out that way? But that's not. I didn't do that as an obligation. Like I have to pay my parents back. I think that's insane. If your parents demanded you pay them back, would you have? No. Hell no. I would have said, kick rocks. Don't necessarily disagree, but I think the other side of that argument is that you should at least ensure your parents are probably taken care of during old age. Yeah, but sure. But like, it looked like Emily's parents are doing fine. Are they like suffering? Are they living in like a single bedroom apartment in Utah? And they're like it seemed like it looked like they were in a decent house. Everything. I don't know. Are they like having huge She realized she wrote an entire novel. Yeah, that's cringe. I don't care about what she ended up doing. Jesus, she's like attaching screenshots of money. Oh my god. Her mom said that they almost went broke putting her through school. Yeah, her mom is like talking on a stream or whatever. I don't know how serious she's talking there, how much she's joking or what I don't know how much of that is like a serious conversation versus they're just like memeing around. I'm not sure. I don't understand how you guys watch me when I can be like one of the driest, edgiest, sarcastic people in the world. And then it's like, why would a parent ever joke about almost going broke, paying for their child? No one would ever make that joke. Like, what is your relationship with your parents like? That your parents never joke with you about any shit like that ever? Like, what? That's such a weirdly autistic thing to say. What the fuck? I don't understand that. Okay, sorry. Last video before I go downstairs.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.